So, works both ways. Happiness or pleasure and uncomfortability or distress or restlessness, both sides are an image I have of myself that takes place, corresponding to an event or a situation or a chance meeting with a friend or a pleasurable experience. There's an image of me being happy or being pleased with myself because of something I did. And it's a thought, but it's an image of myself. It's a new image. So as I move through the world and interact with different circumstances, these images keep changing. You'll notice it if you watch it in yourself. It's very obvious, very simple. The image just keeps changing depending on the circumstances and the condition that I'm in. My image of myself will change from happy to indifferent to sad to bored. And you could see I'm having an image of myself right now as being angry, as being happy, as being pleased with myself, as being proud of myself, as being feeling beautiful or feeling ugly, or feeling ashamed of myself, or feeling proud of myself. They're all images that come and go that I have of myself. So what happens? We identify with that image at the moment, even though we know it's only temporary. We don't know because we're not conscious enough to know that, or we don't want to know. We want to extend that image, even when we're angry, or we have this justified anger, the sense of justified anger with ourselves about something. We want to extend that. It's because once we identify with an image that's taking place, a temporary image, we make a commitment to it and we want to extend it. So even if it's a pleasurable image of myself or an unpleasant one, I want to extend it in thought and figure it out. And then we start with this compulsive thinking. So it's what we're not doing is recognizing that these are just transient phenomena that are passing through, these images that continually change throughout the day. So it's always a failure, whether I'm trying to avoid a painful image of myself, or I'm feeling ashamed, but I'm feeling stupid or incompetent. I want to replace that with another image of myself, right? Let me get rid of that image, create a new image of myself that's more pleasing, that's more appealing to me. So we're just caught in this endless stream of imagining. That's what image is. It's a part of your imagination. So I'm living not in the real world, but in a fantasy world. So once the payoff, if we need a payoff, and we do, most people we do generally, is that once we stop living with images, we're free from all need and desire. Once we recognize that these are only images, my fantasy, when I let go of the fantasy and I start living in what is in reality, there's no more desire to perpetuate these images. There's no more suffering when they come and then they go, and there's just joy that's left.